Hey guys, welcome to Mixed Doubles Magic with Susannah and Dominic. What we're going to talk about today is the dink setup. In mixed doubles, the dink is so important and the setup is just as important. There's so much strategy involved in it where we want to hit the ball, what we want to do, and what we want to create off of that dink setup. Anything to add?
Yeah, so when we think about mixed doubles, we're just going to be honest. Most of the time, it's the women who are dinking back and forth, typically cross court. We're talking about having a normal, like a righty-righty combination. Obviously, it changes a little bit if you're playing a lefty, but right now we're in the righty-righty format. And so Becky and I are going to be in our cross court dink. But the goal is, what can we do with this dink that either involves our partner or puts pressure on our opponents, right? So there's a few strategies that we can do that's going to help. And what's the job of the male in the dink? What do you think?
He's got to get involved.
He's got to
be imposing. So let's get to it.
All right. So what we're going to be doing, one of the best ways to practice this is just to get all four players up here at the kitchen. And we're just going to be dinking here just like we would in a regular match.
Oh, almost.
So Becky and I are in our cross-court dink here. Oh wait, we'll settle it down here.
You notice as they're going, I keep creeping further and further and further across. I'm almost tempting Becky to go behind me. If she does, that's a great shot for her. But until she proves she can do that, I'm going to continue to try and get big in the middle. I'm here.
Good.
Nice.
Nice.
But what Becky did was great right there. She saw I was pinching in the middle so much, she didn't even try and hit a winner behind me. She just flipped that behind me, made me retreat, chase that down. Great job.
I also really like what Dalton is doing right now. He's putting a lot of pressure on me by moving well with every dink that I hit. I know I want to go wide to Becky's forehand, but then we're in this forehand, just kind of drag out who's going to make an error first, right? So typically we only want to hit a dink to the same spot maybe twice, and then I'd like to go to your inside foot. The challenge is Dalton's there, right? So that's one of the jobs that you've got to do in mixed doubles. You know that we are trying to go to our opponent's inside foot. That's typically your backhand, right? Get you a little bit off balance, but I have to be, it's like threading a needle, right? Because I got to get that foot, but I got to make sure Dalton doesn't get there and snag that ball. So you're doing a great job of that. You were able to take one of those balls and start to change the pattern up just a little bit. Good.
Do you? Good. Okay, so again, what you see is Becky go behind me. So then what did I do? I reset one and then came back and I went cross court to Dalton because this way I'm trying to get myself involved. I want him to come back to me because me as the male, I know that he's not going to be able to attack the ball if I can keep it low, right? And so this is the issue right now with a lot of female players is they want to avoid the guy so much where in all actuality, they can't attack anything if you keep the ball down, right? So if I keep it down, or even if Susannah gets a ball now cross court, she's going to try and flip backside. That's almost the best shot in mixed doubles. You? Oh, that's so good. I got flat-footed. Good shot, Meg. There, and see again right there too. We're not afraid to go to each other. We know if we can keep that ball low, it's unattackable, so we get into that. What I want to see now is I want to see what Becky's doing. I want to see what you do going behind Dalton now. Let's see if we can get that one. Me?
Yep.
That's a good spot. And that's a good setup right there because right there what we saw was Susannah got a little higher ball. She didn't pull the trigger. 100%, almost at 50%, then got to pop up split through the middle.
But you did a nice job of communicating that you were going to take that middle ball, even though the angle was coming towards me. Communicated on it, took it, put pressure on our opponents.
Yep. You. You. But that's the one. That's a great setup right there by Susannah, because last second she almost had Dalton pinching middle, but then last second she goes inside out. All right, so now all of a sudden he pinches middle. Now he's got to go back behind. That's a great job by Susannah making that adjustment. You.
Yes,
Me?
Dalton. Nice job.
You.
Way to practice getting it. Go.
Nice. That's a great setup right there. Right there, that's perfect. So Dalton stepped in the middle. He created pressure. Both Susannah and I both reached for that. I get it off my edge guard, pop it up right there for the put away. I love that.
So Dalton, next time when you get it, take one extra step and commit, right? So you can hit it pretty clean.
Me. You.
There you go. Much better.
That's perfect.
There we go. Nice work.
All right, so guys, that's a great dink setup drill right there. And what it is, it's a good warm-up drill too, right? Especially on a mixed doubles day, you're at a tournament, get in here and get up at the kitchen, do this drill, get warmed up. This is what those points are gonna be about. But again, guys, it's about playing big, but not playing overly big. You have to play under control too.
And ladies, it's about placement, finding your target spots, but being aware of what's happening both with your partner and with the gentleman across from you.
You want to evolve your game, make sure to like and subscribe on Selkirk TV for all of our videos and many more.